Hey, what's up guys? It's Gathalion. Welcome back to Destiny. Challenge mode has been out for a day, man, and it was fucking surprising that it came out. I didn't even know. I wanted to talk to you about how I feel about the launch of challenge mode with heavy quotations around the words mode. Words, challenge and mode, both heavy quotes. And how I feel about the whole experience from my perspective. So I'm going to start off by talking about how I felt the launch went, and I really didn't like it. You know, they said in a weekly update that it would be coming out in early December, and damn did it, but here's the thing about Bungie is they usually let us know when something's coming out, like at least a week ahead of time, and they're like, hey, this new thing is gonna happen. You know, I don't believe that. By the way, I'm calling them raid challenges because I don't think mode is fair. I don't think mode is correct. I think raid challenges. And listen, the word challenge doesn't necessarily always mean challenging. Think on that. Anyways, so I felt like it was kind of doo-doo butt the way that they put this thing out. They didn't tell us. There was no tweets. There was no warning. I woke up bright early in the morning to my Twitter just filled with holy shit, this is not what I was expecting. So Bungie, please, if it's gonna be a major part of the game, which I think raid challenges could become a pretty major part of Destiny moving forward, then please let us know when it's coming out. I couldn't even be online early. My raid group had to scramble. Sucked, man. I know my situation is very different from yours, probably, but that's just my point of view. So now we're going to talk about what I did not like about the mode itself. I felt like it was fairly easy the first week of challenge, and this is something that has been echoed throughout YouTube, on Twitch, and throughout a lot of users, though skimming over Reddit, it seems like most people are actually pretty happy with the first week's difficulty, and while I do like a good challenge, I'm going to go out and I'm going to say, hey, I'm glad this week was pretty easy. I'm going to compare the raid challenges to getting a perfect card on Trials of Osiris. Your first couple wins are going to be pretty easy if you're a really well-oiled team. Your next couple wins are going to be a little bit more challenging, talking about Golgoroth challenge. And then at the end of the day, your last couple wins are going to be the most challenging, or at least they should be, since you should be getting matched up against other near-perfect teams, so those should be your most challenging parts of the day. So, looking at it going forward, I'm going to expect Golgoroth to be a little bit more difficult as to what the challenge might require you to do to get your alternate kill on Golgoroth, and I'm going to expect Oryx to be obviously the most challenging out of all of them, because when I'm watching well-oiled teams go against hard Oryx, it is still, most of the time, not perfect, and there are wipes. My group has wipes. We are not perfect on that particular fight. So, that's my take on that. I would expect these challenges to get more difficult to do the alternate kills on going forward. This is basically the introduction. Would I have liked a more challenging War Priest? Of course I would have. That would have been awesome. But I feel like it's unrealistic to expect the War Priest fight to be very difficult, considering that it's not a very difficult fight to begin with. Moving forward, what I did like, I liked that the loot felt rewarding. This has been, hands down, the biggest complaint inside the Taken King when we've gotten deep into a few weeks of the raids, and you've heard me talk about smart and dumb loot in the past, and I feel like the raid challenges offer up a route to get a reward every week and definitely upgrade your character. Do I think that this should have been necessary from the get-go? No, I think raid loot probably should have been itemized differently from day one, but you beggars can't be choosers, you know, and I do feel like I wish raid loot would have been smart from the beginning. I think if you had an X item and it's 312, and if you get X item again, then it should be 313 or higher. That's just how I feel it should work, and it didn't work like that. But raid challenges definitely offer up a good source of high-end, guaranteed max light level loot, which is rewarding. It feels good. It should feel good. That's how getting loot should feel every time. Not just in the challenge mode, though, Bungie. You listen to me, man. Next time we do a raid, if I get a glove that's like 341 light, and another glove drops, Shit should be 342. I believe that raid challenges maybe should be a little bit more difficult, but only offer up things that are cosmetic to those players. I don't want them to be ball-crushingly difficult. Remember, guys, Destiny was never designed to be Dark Souls. Destiny is, in my opinion, a pretty casual experience. It already asks you to do a pretty difficult thing for raids, and that's get 5 people to play with, okay? I believe that should be the most difficult part of the raid. Raids should have fun and interesting mechanics, which I feel that the King's Fall raid does have fun and interesting mechanics to them. Raid challenges just offer you up a alternate way to finish off a boss. So I think people might have been expecting too hardcore of a challenge, but I don't think that hardcore challenge really has a place in Destiny. You're looking at the 1% of folks who play it that really play something for an extreme challenge. That challenge comes with figuring out the mechanics, and after that, it's just practicing and oiling up your execution. All in all, I like raid challenges. Week 1, pretty easy. Week 2, I'm gonna guess gonna be a little bit more difficult. Week 3, probably gonna be a lot more difficult than the War Priest challenge. But I will say I like that the loot is rewarding. I like that a lot. I like that people are gonna feel good about going through the raid. I do think that people are gonna get up to the challenge boss, complete their challenge, and be done for the week, which is fine. Progression feels good. I've always liked the King's Fall raid. I think it's the best raid out of the bunch. The original experience of going through Volta Glass will never again be recreated in this iteration of Destiny. It's probably something that's going to have to wait until the next iteration of Destiny, in my opinion. So I'm going to leave it at that. So that is how I feel about raid challenges, guys. I don't think it was quite time for that super hardcore ball-crushing experience. It might come down the road, but if it doesn't, I'm still okay with it because hard mode is still fun. And now the biggest complaint that I have heard on every video, literally the biggest complaint in all comment sections, on all Twitch streams, on all tweets, is that the raid just did not feel like it rewarded you enough. Like you didn't get enough for what you were doing, and it just didn't feel worthwhile. But now we're getting those rewards, and I'm seeing, my God, the rewards I'm getting for this challenge are just too damn good, Gothalion! They're too good! Alright. Alright. Don't look a gift horse in the mouth, man. Let's hope that we get some harder challenges going forward, but in no way, shape, or form am I ultimately disappointed by challenge mode, and this is also something that I am hearing from other folks. Excuse me, raid challenges. It is not a mode. It's not a mode. As always, guys, thank you for watching. Let me know how you're feeling about this. Are you glad that the loot's better? How difficult do you want to see it get? How difficult do you want to see it get? You know, I don't want to see Destiny be one of those games where only like 1% of the 1% get shit done. You know, I like sharing the experiences with my community. I don't like having a wall between me and you guys. That's how I feel about it, man. Perhaps the next couple weeks be a little bit harder, a little bit more interesting, but without a doubt, this week I got some damn loot, and I was happy about getting fucking loot. Thank you guys again, and I will see y'all back inside of Destiny. Peace!